Hello. Good morning. Hello. I'm freezing. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I wonder if that worked. How do I know? Let me see. Good morning, everybody. I didn't know. Let me just see. I'm checking outlets. All right, well, I'm just going to imagine that these outlets work. I don't know. Good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk from the Atlanta Soccer Extravaganza. For those of you who are mothers, I'm exhausted. Olivia was up with allergies all night. Good morning, Christy. I'm going to see you in 5 minutes. So my kid was up with allergies all night, just literally sniffling in my ear the whole night. Sounded like I was in bed with someone who had done like an 8-ball. Anyway, I was thinking this morning about, well, first of all, to be honest, I was thinking this morning about taking a week off. I know, like, you know, I don't know, but I'm tired. I think I need a week off, really. And I have a zit. Look at this freaking zit on my forehead. Oh my God. Okay. Do you see that zit right there? Holy shnikes. I got an email yesterday. I want to just, please don't jump on this woman. Don't say anything mean. I want to just address something really quick, and then I'm going to do coffee talk really quick, and then I got to go. A woman sent me an email and said, every time you complain about your period, I had to have a hysterectomy and it hurts my feelings. Like, do you know how many people would kill to have their period? People who, over 30 million women every year have to get hysterectomies that, they don't want and don't get their period anymore. And I thought about what she said, and I realized that I have gotten letters from women from the time I started Coffee Talk saying, every time you complain about Michael, do you know how many women wish they had their husbands? Every time you complain about your mother, do you know how many women wish they still had their mothers? Every time you complain about being a mother, do you know how many women wish they could have children? Every time you complain about moving, do you know how many of us wish we could have a new house? Guys, there is no coffee talk if I cannot talk about the things in my life. There is no conversation if I can't address any of the things that, if I complain about a friend, there's somebody who says, I wish I had the friend you had. If I complain, I get it. I am extremely blessed. But if I can never address any of the things I'm going through or dealing with, how will I ever be relatable? What will I talk about? My nail color? I mean, honestly, I'm not trying to be insensitive. I am well aware that I am lucky to have a husband, blessed to have children, lucky to still have my mother alive, lucky to still have my period. I really and truly know how blessed I am, but y'all, you got to let me talk. You got to let us have conversation. You can't be mad at everything I say. We can't get we can't, please, honestly, I don't know but you're constantly complaining. Well, it's your YOU''RE, and that hurts my feelings. But you're constantly complaining. I know that's not true, so I'm going to let that comment go. I'm not even going to block you because you can't spell. Anyway, so I wanted to talk to you about being too much and ask you, what do you feel, or what have you been accused of being too much of? When I first went out into like the work world, people used to say to me, you're too much. You're too loud. You're too aggressive. You have too many ideas. You're too whatever. And my mom, Lisa Marie, I want to just say, excellent point. Perhaps they are just expressing how they feel to be part of the conversation. That is very different. I would actually love if they would speak up during the conversation and say, hey, here's some perspective. But if you write me offline and say, please be mindful and don't talk about these things, it makes it hard for me to even have a conversation. You know what I mean? Anyway, my mother used to tell me all the time, you talk too much. You talk too much. No one is going to like that. No man is going to like that. No man is going to love you because you talk too much. I struggled with that my whole life. I felt self-conscious about speaking up, about sharing my ideas or telling my stories because I was always told, you're too loud, you're too aggressive, you talk too much. And so I was just curious, in your life, what types of things you have heard. Okay, so Irene says too direct. Angie says too loud. Oh, I love you too, Wendy. I'm so curious. Mandy, you're too much of a mom? Sharon, her son feels like she's too much. I know. Well, my mom, she loves me, but I don't know. Alyssa, too vulgar. I hear that all the time. Angela, too emotional. Well, let's be honest. Anytime we have any feeling, we're too emotional. Chels, too emotional. Misty, here she's too much of an overthinker. Carolyn, too sensitive. Bonnie, too loud. So amazing to me. At every single time a woman talks or is passionate, she's too loud. If she has a feeling, she's too emotional. If she's honest, she's too direct. Now we can't even be with our kids because we're two moms. Cheryl, too loud, too bossy, too opinionated. Phyllis, too controlling. Nancy, too sensitive. Gracie, too sympathetic. Unfucking believable. Isn't it funny how we so rarely hear, you're too sexy, you're too good of a cook, you're too good at doing laundry. They have no problems with us doing that shit. Unbelievable. Oh, I think you're amazing too, Tina. Betsy said, my mom said men wouldn't like that I was too smart, so I tried playing dumb. Unbelievable. That's right, Sandy. Jennifer, my husband says I use the F word too much. Neek, too honest, too direct. Oh, me? You? I don't know. I've been told I talk too loud and too much. Lisa, when I cry when I'm mad, it comes across as weak. Jennifer, too sensitive when I enforce boundaries. Hysterical. Jess, too good at my job, makes others feel insecure. Oh my gosh. I have literally been told in meetings, Jamie, don't share any solutions. Let other people see if they can figure it out. Okay, I'll just sit here and look skinny. Unappreciative. I cuss too much. Unbelievable. Okay, so the really, really interesting theme here is it seems to be that women are either too loud, too aggressive, too emotional. That's what we are. Too caring, too loud, too emotional. Oh, Crystal, people tell her she's too nice because she must be flirting. Oh, how many times do I hear that? You know how many times I have to say to people, I'm not flirting with you. And they're like, oh, no. I'm like, yeah, right. You totally thought I was flirting with you. Because if you're nice at all, you must be flirting. Jeff, too direct. You must be honest, Jeff. It's so funny how we have to like tiptoe around everything. Too strong of a personality, too nice. Okay, so ladies, if you're too much, you're one of my people. If you're too emotional, too aggressive, too loud, you curse too much, you're too nice, you're too inclusive, you're too much of a mom, you're too whatever, you are my people. Come sit with me. Because you're probably also too much fun, and I love that. Okay? Hi, Don. Anyway, oh, you take things too personal. That must mean you have boundaries. Michelle, you take things too personally. You have boundaries. That's all it is. All right. I love you guys very much. And just know that if you are too much of anything, you are so my people. Just so you know. I have to get these kids ready now. But I love you guys, and tomorrow we go back to narcissistic friends. I think it's super important that we finish that. So for all my too much ladies, you're my people, and I love you so much, and I love you today more than I loved you yesterday, slightly less than I'll love you tomorrow. I'm so thankful for you being to all of the things, because I too am all of the things. In fact, I just wrote a really important post on Instagram this morning. If you have Instagram, go over to Instagram at Jamie P. Sullivan, Jaime, Jamie P. Sullivan, and see how I used my too loud, too aggressive, too much to my advantage. Okay, I'll see you over on Instagram. I love you guys so much. Have a great, great day. Too Much Club.